Hi everybody, it's Mr. Gallagher in the classroom. I turned my camera a little bit so you could see a different part of the room behind me. And this is I think this is the big number because this is the last number on our chain. That one! Straight line down, then we're done. That's the way to make a 1. Although, straight line down, then we're done. We're just beginning. I feel excitement, curiosity, and peace. And that will soon be together soon. So, I have 3 things actually today. Because people are looking at the videos at different times, I picked 2 different books to read out loud to you today. One book is called The Night Before Kindergarten, in case some people are doing this in the evening before the first day of school. And then I have this book on the first day of kindergarten, in case you are doing this in the morning of our first day at school. So first let's do the cutting part. I'm excited. I have this, remember that mistake I made where I just put an X on it. I have numeral 1, the last part of the chain. My scissors. Okay, I might take a deep breath in. I hold it. That fills my brain with oxygen, which it needs to function best. It also just reminds me that this is an important moment right now, something to enjoy, and what we say, revel in, let our hearts and brain and soul and spirit just enjoy this moment, because this is a big deal. Okay. I'm just grinning all the time now because I know what this means. Okay, here we go. Numeral 1, number 1. Ba-da-ba-ba. First day. Congratulations, the wait is just about over. Okay, I'm going to read this book first, and you can listen to both books or listen to one of them, or pause the video and look at the books and listen to them later, whatever you choose. The Night Before Kindergarten. And this is based, the kind of rhythm to this book is based around the song, like 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, if you ever heard of that story. This book series by Natasha Wing, she wrote the words, and Julie Durrell, who did the pictures. They have a bunch of these books, and I have several of them. Most of them written about before a special day, like Thanksgiving or Halloween or kindergarten. The Night Before Kindergarten. Title page. I'm going to slide over so I can see all this better. More book and less me. I like these pages, several in this book, because the pages across on both pages is the same illustration, so it makes the illustration bigger to see and more details to look for. 'Twas the night before kindergarten, and as they prepared, kids were excited and a little bit scared. All of them are fair and valid feelings. They tossed and they turned about in their beds, while visions of school supplies danced in their heads. Tell you about school supplies later. You can see right now, those pictures show them dreaming. And they're dreaming about school supplies. Erasers and crayons and pencils galore were stuffed in their backpacks and set by the door. Outfits were hung in the closets with care, knowing that kindergarten soon would be there. I keep organized like that too. Keep my backpack near the door so it has everything in it the night before, and I'm all ready in the morning. In the morning it came. School starts today. Would the teacher be nice? I don't know. Would they still get to play? I don't know. Faces were washed and teeth were brushed white. Kids posed for pictures with eyes sparkling bright. It's like when I made a mistake in that book. I just go back and reread it. Parents packed snacks and kids hopped in cars as if they were boarding a spaceship to Mars. We're just going to school, not Mars. Some kids brought blankets or their favorite stuffed bear. Really? In hopes they could nap like they did in daycare. Nap. Their parents exclaimed, "You're big kids, wow! Let us hold your bears and blankies for now." Good idea. No blankies or stuffies at school. You don't need those. The parents were worried their children would cry if they left them at school with just a goodbye, so they told their darlings, "If you want, we can stay and make sure that everything will be A-okay." The teacher then greeted each one with a smile and invited the students to stay for a while. The room was all filled with toys, books, and maps, but where were the beds for mid-morning naps? Naps. They colored and painted and played Simon Says, then tumbled and skipped, and stood on their heads, Nuh-uh. Unsafe. They sang silly songs from beginning to end. Within just a minute, each kid had a friend. I look forward to that. Friendships developing in our class. The children were happy. They loved Miss Sunrise. It was she who was in for a giant surprise. When what to her wondering eye should appear but sad moms and dads who were holding back tears. The students were crying, the parents were. Their noses so sniffly, their eyes red and wet. This was the saddest goodbye Miss Sunrise had seen yet. And that happy tears. She gathered the grown-ups on the magical rug, then sent them away after one final hug. The children all waved from the door of the school. "Don't cry, Mom and Dad. Kindergarten is cool." That's a nice book about preparing for entering and feeling comfortable at school. If you're able to stay for the second book, that's the one the night before kindergarten. This one's on the first day of kindergarten. And this is by Tisha Robb and pictures by Laura Hughes. So in this book, the children have arrived at school like they did at the end of that other book. On the first day of kindergarten, well, she's not in kindergarten yet because she's still in bed. On the first day of kindergarten, I thought it was so cool. Riding the bus to my school. On the second day of kindergarten, I thought it was so cool making lots of friends and riding the bus to my school. On the third day of kindergarten, I thought it was so cool counting up to 10, making lots of friends, and riding the bus to my school. This one's a pattern book because it's, a pattern is built by adding pieces to parts we already know. On the 4th day of kindergarten, I thought it was so cool running in a race, counting up to 10, making lots of friends, and riding the bus to my school. Some people ride a bus, some people walk or drive. On the 5th day of kindergarten, I thought it was so cool singing a song, running in a race, counting up to 10, making lots of friends, and riding the bus to my school. On the 6th day of kindergarten, I thought it was so cool sliding down the slide. We do that, right? Slides just go down, not go up, because that's for safety. Singing a song, running in a race, counting up to 10, making lots of friends, and riding the bus to my school. On the 7th day of kindergarten, I thought it was so cool sorting by shapes. We do that. It's called geometry, the math study of shapes. Sliding down the slide, singing a song, running in a race, counting up to 10, making lots of friends, and riding the bus to my school. You know, each day they build and learn and do something different. And that's exactly what happens to us in school. Things we did the day before, we repeat, and then there's something new. On the 8th day of kindergarten, I thought it was so cool sharing a story, sorting by shapes, sliding down the slide, singing a song, running in a race, counting up to 10, making lots of friends, and riding the bus to my school. I hope you're noticing the really special details that are in the illustrations in the book. On the 9th day of kindergarten, I thought it was so cool painting a picture, sharing a story, sorting by shapes, sliding down the slide, singing a song, running in a race, counting up to 10, making lots of friends, and riding the bus to my school. I hope they don't go all the way up to day 180. I don't know if I have that much time this morning. On the 10th day of kindergarten, I thought it was so cool laughing at lunch, painting a picture, sharing a story, sorting by shapes, sliding down the slide, singing a song, running in a race, counting up to 10, making lots of friends, and riding the bus to my school. On the 11th day of kindergarten, I thought it was so cool jumping rope in gym. Those are the kind of activities you do when you go to PE in the gym room. Jumping rope in gym, laughing at lunch, painting a picture, sharing a story, sorting by shapes, sliding down the slide, singing a song, running in a race, counting up to 10, making lots of friends, and riding the bus to my school. On the 12th day of... On the 12th day of kindergarten, I thought it was so cool going on a field trip. That's when you leave school and go someplace else. Jumping rope in gym, laughing at lunch, painting a picture, sharing a story, sorting by shapes, sliding down the slide, singing a song, running in a race, counting up to 10, making lots of friends, and riding the bus to my school. We love school. I feel that way about school. I'm hoping you like it, and maybe someday we'll love it as well. And I'm glad this book stopped at 12 on the first day of kindergarten. Kindergarten has arrived, and now I'm waiting for you to arrive. Thanks for participating in the countdown chain, listening to the books, meeting me, Mr. Gallagher, meeting Mr. Fisher, and meeting Mr. Oren, the 3 teachers in room 103. Ooh, 103, 3. Oh, that's special. And we'll be seeing you in this room soon. I'm going to give you just a little picture right now of seeing what our room looks like before people come. Lots of things in lots of other places. School supplies, these big boxes just delivered yesterday with lots of school supplies that we will be giving you in school when you come. There's papers on the tables because teachers are organizing. The 3 teachers here are doing lots of things to get the room ready. We're working on name tags, attendance clips, math words, envelopes, cards, books, lots of things in the room. It looks different than if you were here on Jumpstart days. And then we're going to keep working so that these tables are empty soon, so there's space for you to sit at the tables. 2 people will sit at a table, as you can see. There's 2 chairs at the ends of each of the tables, because 2 friends will share a desk sitting at the ends. We're getting closet shelves ready with names. Working on that today. So there'll be a place for you to put your stuff in a shelf, closet shelf, and there'll be a place for you to hang your jacket and your backpack on the closet hooks. Our restroom is still here, if you remember that. We have our restroom dots on the floor, if you remember those. If you're waiting for the restroom, there's the blue dots. Nearby are the gold dots where people stand when they are online. And then coming over by the sinks again, if you remember, we have the green dots on the floor for when you are standing by the sink, getting water first and then soap. After you're at that spot when you first woke up, then you step over to the red dot. Remember, that's where you stand and scrub. When you're finished, you come back to the green dot while you're still scrubbing your hand until there's an empty spot. And then you step back to the green dot, stand by the sink, rinse, and then come on over to where the towels are. If you came to Jumpstart, I'm hoping you might remember some of those procedures of how we do things. If not, we'll remind you, and if you missed Jumpstart, we'll help you know how to do that, because that's what happens at kindergarten. You learn lots of things, and we tell and retell and say it again to give you lots of practice time. Going to walk over to the door. Here's where you come in. I'm going to take a step. Do I have my key? Yes, I have my key. Okay, I'm going to, I don't have my key. I'm going to come out here and just let you see right now at school. So I'm going to put a wedge in the door so I can get back in. Students are coming to school in just a few minutes. Sorry about the delay. Okay. When you come to school, you'll be coming in the gate that's over here, as you did for Jumpstart, and then saying goodbye to your family outside the gate, and then walking across the playground by yourself. Lots of teachers will be here. Students will be lining up by their color shapes. There'll be signs by the yellow shapes that are for kindergarten. And the shape you're going to look for is this one. It's the big yellow triangle. And then behind the triangle, people will be getting in line. We'll put some X's on the ground so it's easy for you to see where to stand. And then this is where you'll be, and the teachers will be out here And when all of the other classes go in, grades 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th, then the kindergarten teachers will talk to their classes out here before we turn and walk into the building through these doors. Just as we did if you came here during Jumpstart. Oh, that was good. That way you heard the sound. That means the beginnings of school. And so that sound is what you'll hear at the beginning of each day. And then we come into the hallway here and then enter our classroom. And then grade kindergarten begins. Alrighty, I am going to say goodbye to everyone, and then we'll see you very soon.